On this episode, I am talking to buyers. Here are 3 things you have to be doing in this market to buy the house you want. Coming up. Welcome, I'm your host, Steve Penate, realtor and host of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show, where we bring you value, content, tips in all things real estate and housing related. So on this episode, I want to talk to buyers. We all know already the current buyer's market is crazy. And one of the biggest reasons is due to the limited supply of houses on the market. Therefore, in a lot of areas, we have one house to 4 to 6 buyers fighting for the house. So I want to talk to buyers. Here are 3 things you have to do in order to get the house you want. Number 1, make sure your finances are ready to rock and roll. 2 things on that. Your pre-qualification or pre-approval letter should always be with you, and the money, the physical money you'll be using should be ready to go. Now, in this market, when you are out house shopping, you want to make sure that you are ready to put an offer in on the spot. You need your pre-approval letter or your pre-qualification letter in order to submit an offer. This past weekend on another one of my listings, I had a real estate agent call me and say, hey, my buyer's lender is not answering and I can't get a pre-qualification letter right now to submit an offer. Can you wait for us? My sellers were not willing to wait. And guess what happened? Another offer came in right behind with buyers that were ready and had their ducks in a row, and the other buyer ended up losing on the house they really wanted. Make sure you have that letter handy and make sure that you are ready to submit an offer where you're not asking for closing costs. Right now, in this market, in this season, sellers have the upper hand and they are not willing to help out like they were in previous times with your closing costs. So make sure if it's a house you are gonna have to fight for, you are gonna have to pay for. So be ready to pay your own closing costs when you submit that offer. Number 2, if a house goes on the market on a Monday, don't wait until the weekend to schedule to go see it. Guess what's gonna happen from Monday to Saturday? The house will be gone by then. In this market, you should be seeing houses on the go. If the house goes up on the market Monday morning, Monday afternoon, you should be out seeing that house. Make sure that you are working with a real estate agent that is very flexible with your time and understands that in this market, both of you don't have the privilege to wait. You have to get on it. Make your house search and your house hunting a priority. And finally, number 3, in this market, you as the buyer don't have the privilege to lowball. You know why? There's a buyer right behind you willing to give the seller what they want. It's funny when people still are looking for the deal out there when the market just isn't there to offer you that deal. In this market, if you want the house, you gotta make sure that you are willing to give asking price and pay your own closing costs. You wanna come in aggressive in this market. If you keep on lowballing, you'll keep on renting or being in the same living situation you're in, not buying a house. This is an aggressive market right now. An aggressive market requires an aggressive offer. Well, that wraps up episode number 74 of the Steve Talks Real Estate Show. I love bringing you the honesty and the rawness in this. You know why? Because this is real life. This is how it actually is out there in the real estate market, and I want to make sure I am completely honest with you at all times. Keep sending in your questions, and I will do my best to keep answering them. We'll see you next time.